Welcome back, my name is Teresa and I'm very much alive. If you're new here, welcome. I have an awful, garbage, filthy mouth where sometimes, just sometimes, I tend to use the word fuck as a comma. I know. It's a hot topic, okay? Is it a hot topic? Probably not. Problematic? No. Anywhoosie, if you're not into that or weird stuff in general, this is not the place for you. Feel free to exit the video here. No harm, no foul. But I will remember our time fondly. If you want to jump straight to the overall review of the NATASHA DENONA Bronze Palette and just the eyeshadow palette, I didn't get the face palette, I know, I'm sorry. If you want to just jump ahead, time code will be listed down below. To say work has been challenging is an understatement. I think ever since this whole whatever has started, I have been working 60+ hour work weeks. I've been staring at 2 monitors every day. And sometimes I don't even know what day it is. I have to look to Twitter for the governor of New York to tell me what day it is. I'm not even joking when I say that. Other than the occasional Zoom meeting, there hasn't been a lot of stuff going on. However, on Friday, it was like the heavens opened up and our beloved alien overlord bestowed upon me this wonderful gift of a very, very, very awkward yet overly dramatic email exchange. And I'm so excited that I get to share this with you, my little mini quesadillas. To give you some background, I'm working on a project. Let's call it a QED report. And unfortunately, I cannot do this report by myself. I need a little extra help. I need others to fill in the gap, so ultimately I can submit my finalized QED report to Rose. Yes, that Rose. I'm working with 2 individuals on this project. I have Lori. Lori is a pain in my ass. She's the type of person that will send you a 12-page email when all you asked for was a yes or a no. The kind of person that wants to follow up every email with a phone call to have a post-mortem. Even though it makes absolutely no sense and it's a gigantic waste of fucking time. But I digress. We all have a Lori in our life. And if you don't have one, odds are it's probably you. Sorry, someone had to tell you. And then there's Stacy, who seems very reasonable and not an immense pain in my ass. Anyway, Lori and Stacy, they work together in the same office. So I sent an email to both of them explaining exactly what I needed. I was clear, concise, and I removed all flowery bullshit that would ever make somebody question otherwise. It was as simple as I could possibly ever make an email, okay? It was like boop, 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 done. Now in theory, there shouldn't be any issues. But boy, was I wrong. As the deadline got closer, i.e. being Friday, I received a barrage of emails from Lori. Either she was asking me to explain what she needed to do again, or if it was easier to discuss on the phone. Ain't happening, bitch. Now, my email was pretty clear from the jump. So I did the good old, as per my last email, which is basically a very nice way of saying, hey, fuckface, had you read the first email, we wouldn't be having this exchange. But I digress. But whatever, I break it down again, and she responds rather quickly, too quickly almost, which kind of alarmed me because I feel like she didn't read the email. And she says,
got it, no problem. I'll get this information to you today.
An hour goes by. Lori sends me another email. This time, it's slightly different and asking me pretty much the same question, but just worded differently. Before I can even respond, she sends another email and she says,
hey, can you call me right now to discuss?
No. She then sends me another email and says,
hey, here's my cell phone number.
No. All right, I'm gonna read to you the emails that I got because I'm not gonna put them on the screen because I'm not trying to fucking dox my own personal shit. But anyway, so 20 minutes goes by after she sent me the email of like saying, hey, here's my cell phone number, SOS, call me. She says,
hey, I have to go to the store. I'm bringing my cell phone. Please call.
5 minutes later goes by. And mind you, I'm not being a true dick when I say that I'm not responding to her right away. I'm also doing 1,000 other things. And I know for a fact what she wants. And I'm just not gonna give it to her. No. Anyway, 5 minutes later.
Okay, I'm on my way to the store. Sometimes the cell phone service is not good, so if you do call me, it goes to voicemail. It's because I'm in the supermarket. If it rings, I don't answer it. It's because I'm packing my groceries. Sometimes the reception is better when I'm at the checkout. I should tell the store manager this, or I might be driving. Speak soon.
No. What the fuck? No. 30 minutes go by.
Hi, did you see my previous email? I received a call from an unknown number. Was that you?
75 question marks. 20 minutes go by.
Hi again, do you have availability to speak now? I really need to ask you some questions.
Why is she like every psycho ex-boyfriend from every Lifetime movie I've ever watched? I have no idea. 10 minutes go by.
So, this is what I need to do, right?
She literally copies and pastes my initial email. I finally responded. And you know what I wrote? As per my last email, yes, period. That was it. Now what happens next? Well, that's a story for another day. In today's video, we're gonna be talking about the new Natasha Denona Bronze Palette.
Ooh.
But before I go into my thoughts, let me read you a little bit about the palette first. Natasha Denona Bronze Eyeshadow Palette. A go-to eyeshadow palette that's a summer essential. With a range of formulas and textures from sultry cream powder mattes to vibrant duochromes, metallics, and shimmers. This palette creates a variety of looks. It's the perfect complement for your summer glow, flattering every skin tone and texture. So for $65, what exactly do you get? I would say that the packaging is very consistent with other Natasha Denona palettes that are in the $65 price range, although I will say that this is by far the prettiest palette that I have from Natasha Denona, and I also think that it is a great representation of the actual color story. I don't know, there's something about this that is just like, ugh, just draws me in, and I fucking love the packaging. When you open her up, you get 15 shades and a variety of finishes. There are 5 matte shades, 4 duochromes, 4 metallics, 1 chroma crystal, and 1 cream to powder. First and foremost, whoever put this palette together, I think was having a couple of drinks at the assembly station, because apparently the shade Rhodium and the shade Magma, they should be swapped. So I almost had a panic attack when I was watching my good friend on here, Tara Lynn. I love this fucking lady. She's an adorable little pumpkin I want to eat. I was watching her video in the review. I saw how she was holding up the palette, and I was like, that's not the same palette, is it? I might have been a little slow on the uptake, fine. But I was like, oh my God, did I buy the wrong palette? But no, it's just wrong. Obviously, it's an easy fix, because what is nice about these palettes is that all the pans are actually removable. As long as I have like a little pin, I could pop it out. But you know what? I think it's funnier to leave it the way that it is, because that pretty much just sums up my experience with Natasha Denona palettes. I want to love them, and they don't give a fuck about me. This is a great palette. This is fucking really good. It really is. I'm actually quite shocked with how much I like it. So for today's video, I'm gonna show you 4 different looks that I created with this palette. And yeah, all right. Anyway, I feel like I usually have very, very awful experiences with this brand. And I keep trying in hopes that one day they're gonna prove me wrong. And boy, howdy did they. If you are new here and you've never seen my videos on Natasha Denona, I usually love the quality of the mini palettes for the most part. Any of the bigger palettes, with the exception of the gold palette, which I fucking love, and the love palette, which I thought was really fine as well. Everything has been utter shit to me. Like, I fucking hate them with a passion. I'm happy to say that I suffered no eye irritations when using this palette, which is something that is such a big deal to say, considering a lot of the palettes I usually suffer severe eye irritations where I'm allergic to something or other, and it just sucks completely. I'm looking at you, every other palette that I ever tried from this brand. Everything worked really, really well, with the exception of one shade, which is actually the shade Rhodium, but in here we're gonna call her Magma, but it's really Rhodium. So for all the mattes and the creamy matte formula, the shadows are incredibly pigmented, so you don't need to go back and keep building up opacity. I found that the shades blended easily and quickly, and they worked very well with all the other finishes that are in this palette. And the longevity is fantastic. I didn't notice any cracking or fading. I wore the shadows for more than 12 hours at times, and it looked fantastic. The mattes are creamy and incredibly easy to work with. You don't need any special techniques or brushes. This palette is very, very user-friendly. The metallic shades in this palette, as well as the chroma crystal shade, they apply really, really well with a finger or a dense brush with some glitter glue, but I found that the finger was ultimately the best application. There is some fallout with these shades. They tend to be a little bit on the crumblier side, and the fallout is not the easiest to clean. Like I say all the time, it basically looks like a fairy took a shit all over my face. But you know what? Maybe it's because I've been stuck inside for months, and every time I leave my house, I basically look like Jake Gyllenhaal from that goddamn Bubble Boy movie. But you know what? A little glitter bukkake never hurt anybody. These shadows have a great opacity, and again, they do not crack or fade or fall into my eyes throughout the course of the day. They are really, really awesome. Now, there are 4 duochromes in this palette, and there's only one that is like, I don't know. No matter how I apply it on the lid, and the shadow I'm talking about is the Shadow Rhodium, which is technically should be there, but it's this one. No matter how I apply it to the lid, it always looks like somebody punched me in the fucking face. It's not flattering, it's not cute, it's just, it looks off on me. And it probably has to do with the fact that it has like a purple undertone, but it does not mix well with my skin tone at all. With that said, the rest of the duochromes, they worked really, really well. And also, again, worked very well with a finger or a dense brush with some glitter glue. I didn't have any issues with blending, opacity, or longevity. These worked really, really great. My only complaint with these shades is that I don't really consider them duochromes. Or maybe I'm just like a duochrome, multi-chrome snob at this point, where I demand to see the shift. I need people to question if I'm a witch because of the sorcery that I have on my eyes. And this ain't it. Honestly, I consider Natasha Denona's duochrome formula to be the stiff upper management of duochromes. Think of like seeing one of the higher ups at the holiday party. Maybe she had one too many glasses of white wine, and as you're trying to beeline it to the bathroom, she stops you and she wants to tell you about her time in Florida, where she participated in the wet t-shirt contest circuit. Yeah, too specific? I know. I'll share that story one day. Anyway, that's my issue with the duochromes. I almost wish they would call them a metallic and stop cock teasing me already, but I digress. At the end of the day, other than one shade being kind of problematic, it's a really great palette. Do you need it? No, you don't need it. Fuck no. There is nothing unique or special about this palette that warrants you to get this. Of course, if you don't have any Natasha Denona palette, and if this speaks to you, then yes, bitch, definitely get it. Pick it up. Sure, why not? Who cares? By all means, I am not your mom. I think what bothers me the most about this palette is that I feel like I could make maybe 2 to 3 looks tops when using it. I almost wish that this color story was 10 pans. This palette could have used some editing because things look a little bit too similar on the eye. And yes, while it does appear that there could be different undertones, again, on the eyelid, they all look the fucking same. Again, I think this would have been perfect as a 10 pan palette, not so much as a 15. And I actually found myself kind of craving for a lighter bronze color. I think all these colors are very, very beautiful, but I was looking for something to kind of give me that inner corner pop, and I don't have that here. I'm automatically having to reach another palette just to complete my look, so that kind of sucks. I love the gold palette from Natasha Denona. While yes, there is some shade overlap, I'm actually able to create a variety of different looks. And the duochromes in this palette, I feel like, are much more substantial duochromes. This duochrome is hashtag motherfucking amazing. Oh my god, it's so fucking good. Fucking love that duochrome. It's so goddamn good. Now with that said, I'm very, very happy to have this in my collection. And I'm even happier that I used a gift card on it. I think this palette is perfect for the summer and the fall, and actually probably couldn't come out at a better time. This is probably one of the most perfect releases I've probably seen in a while, where the color story actually fits the fucking season. That's great. And I'm really excited to make the same 2 to 3 basic ass, boring ass, warm tone neutral looks, because at least I know that my looks will always look motherfucking solid. If you are thinking about picking up this palette, I recommend definitely looking into your collection and seeing if you really, really technically need this palette. But if there's something inside you that keeps you awake at night because you need to have this palette, and you will stop at nothing to fill your bloodlust, then yeah, fucking pick it up. You'll love it because it's that good. Let me know down below how you feel about this palette, whether you're gonna be picking this up or you're going to be passing on it. Let me know, because I love hearing from you little bubbies. And with that said, I wanna say thank you so much for watching. I almost clapped my hand to get shadow on the other side. Whatever. Thank you so much for watching. I truly appreciate it. As always, feel free to like, comment, hit that subscribe button, button, it's free, and hit that bell icon for notification of all my future posts. Follow me on Twitter, Instagram, Discord, and Patreon. To all my little patron members, thank you for just being so good to me. I appreciate and I love your little faces, and thank you for keeping this, I don't even know how we're doing it, but this garbage boat afloat. I guess water trash always does float to the top, doesn't it? I appreciate it, and thank you so much for everything. If you want to know what is currently on my face, along where to get this Jaws shirt, which is awesome, okay, because Jaws is my favorite movie and July 4th is just around the corner, just saying. If you want to know all about that stuff I just mentioned and where to get this product, everything will be listed in the description box below. And I will see you little pumpkins later. Continue to stay safe, continue to wear your mask, continue to keep fighting that good fight, and I'll see you all in the next video. Bye.